Hey guys, welcome to Sattvic Vihara. So today let's make this Ragi Manni. So to make this Ragi Manni, I have taken Ragi here, almost 750 grams of Ragi. This is one of the healthiest dessert which I always include in my diet, and I can call it a guilt-free dessert too. So today I brought this in our channel because my mama insisted me to make a video of this one so that even you guys will make this dessert and stay healthy. So whenever I feel like having dessert, I always prefer to have something which is really healthy, like I should have it guilt free. I shouldn't have too much and later on I feel like I had too much of sugar or anything. So I always make sure that I make some dessert without using any processed ingredients in it. So now let's grind this ragi in a grinder. You can even use the mixer or the blender, but make sure that you don't make it too fine because it's very difficult to separate the skin out of it when you are just sieving it over a sieve. So now you can see that I have put all the ragi in the grinder, and I'll also add some water to it so that it is easy to get a good milk out of this ragi. In India, ragi was probably introduced 4000 years ago and has been found in archaeological excavation in Harappa civilization too. So now let's not waste time here looking at the grinder. So let's cut open some coconut shells. We almost need around 3 fresh coconuts so that we will extract milk out of it to make this dessert. You can see this is one of the small equipment which is used to cut open this coconut shell easily. So now the coconut is ready to scrape. So let's scrape almost 3 fresh coconuts. You can see that we are scraping with the equipment here. This is also an handy equipment. Almost 3 full coconuts I have taken. So now you can see that the ragi might be ready. Yeah, it is ready now. Let's not grind it too fine because I've already told why we shouldn't grind it too finely. Let's take it in a vessel so that we can pour it in the sieve. You can see I have placed the sieve over a vessel. Now I'm just pouring it over that sieve. You can take that fine mesh sieve so that only the liquid goes to the bottom and this skin part remains at the top. We are going to discard the skin of this ragi. You can see I have added some water. This water is nothing but the water which I have washed the grinder. So just use your hands so that the water gets drained easily. You can see that I'm just revolving my hand over the sieve so that it gets soon, because I'm really desperate to have this dessert now. So let's add some more water. See, after sieving we have taken that milk and once more we are going to sieve, because you have seen that I had used my hand just rotating over the skin. So few of the fine particles had escaped from that sieve. Now you can see that while double straining it, only the milk particle is left. So now it's the time that we shouldn't disturb this ragi milk. Let the vessel stay still, I think for almost 1.5 to 2 hours. So for an hour or two, let's just forget about this ragi milk so that so that the solid particles will well settle down. Likewise we did with the ragi. Let's grind these fresh coconuts in this grinder. You can see that we have taken all the scraped flesh of these 3 fresh coconuts in the grinder now. Within 10 to 15 minutes we can extract good milk out of it. Now you can see I have taken a muslin cloth to extract this fresh coconut milk. So now you can see that we have got a good amount of this coconut milk as well. So now after I think now it's almost 2 hours, you can see that solid particles have well settled down, and we need to discard the water whichever was just standing still above the solid particles. But be careful that you will not discard the solid particles along with the water. You should be very careful while handling this vessel now, because the solid, you shouldn't disturb the bottom solid layer at all. So now let's mix this ragi milk together. And also remember one thing, the consistency while making this dessert should be after mixing the ragi and this ragi solid particles whatever had settled down, and the coconut milk should be in a buttermilk consistency. It should be very watery so that it cooks well and sets. Okay, so now I have taken chemical free Jaggery 750 ml. Usually I used to take the solid ones. You can opt either of it. You can even add the solid ones or the liquid. Today I have taken this liquid one. Both are chemical free. So for this dessert you need to keep stirring till it gets set. Like you might have even watched my earlier video on this sugar free peda, where we kept on stirring and it gave a very good pedas to us. So now even to this Ragi Manni you need to keep on stirring so that it won't get burnt at the bottom. Okay, now we need to add this elaichi powder or the cardamom powder. Most of the Indian desserts are incomplete without this cardamom powder. So you can see now after around 45 minutes it has thickened to a good solid semi-solid mass. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of homemade ghee. I prefer to use the homemade ghee only. You can opt either of the ghee. If you're having homemade ghee, use it. You can see that it has become semi-solid. I think now it is the time that we can off the flame, and I'm just transferring this semi-solid dessert to the greased plate. I've greased it with ghee. You can give the desired shape to it. You can use any shape, containers or even a cake tin. You can just grease and pour this semi-solid liquid into that, because it will take a good shape, the kind of vessel or the container you use. So few people prefer to have it hot, but I like this to completely cool. See, now after 2 hours it has set well. That is when you can cut the desired shapes or the pieces out of this one. When it is hot you can't cut into pieces. Now it has completely cooled and you can see that I'm just cutting some rectangles. So now you can see that it's cutting so well. So I think I'll make a few more cuts in a perpendicular direction. See, it is coming out so well. I don't know why people nowadays have forgot this super cereal in their diet, when we can make a lot many traditional desserts so healthy, which we can have guilt free, but still people prefer to have those few of the desserts which has come from Western countries, which are full of processed ingredients in them. Now you can see that, see, this is the best dessert which one can make it, and even store it in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days, and can have a slice of it whenever you crave for sweets, because I know everyone has a sweet tooth. Just to satisfy this dessert will not only satisfy your taste buds but also your soul. You see, it looks so delicious and so beautiful, but I can assure you it is double than that. It is very much healthy to your health. So thanks for watching my video. So make this wonderful recipe, include this super cereal in your diet, and stay healthy. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel and show your support, so that I bring this kind of traditional recipes. So we as a community stay healthy always. Thank you.